Hello, hello. This is Notary Life with Kimmi. Today is Friday, and I don't know how many people will show up because it is Friday. I thought I would go live for a minute because I didn't put out a video this week and just see what you guys want to talk about. Someone's there. Hello. How are you? This is Kimmi with Notary Life with Kimmi. I think I'm flying solo tonight. Angela had a training and Alexis had something else to do. So I think it's just me and plus one. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat there. Again, I thought I would go live tonight because I did not put out a video this week. And I am just hanging out. Hey, Frank, you made it. How you doing? Hey, Frank, you made it to the live. Yeah, I just went live because I really didn't have anything else to do and I didn't put out a video this week. So I try to put out at least one video and then do one live every week. So any questions you have for me, Frank? I got a few stories I wanted to share with you and some experiences. Hey, Shannon B, how you doing? I know someone else is having something else tonight, and I usually don't try to plan it. I thought the other person was having it at 8, the other YouTuber. So I do apologize. But I really thought theirs was at 8. So I was gonna hop on and hop off for a minute, and I found out it was at 7. Hey, Shannon. Hey, to the notary. Yeah, I'm doing good. You doing okay, everybody? So we can talk about your day. And then I want to tell you guys a few things that happened with me. So I'm going to say hey to everybody on the replay also. Hey, Doc DT. So, hey, yeah, I am just hanging out today. I'm flying solo. Angela had a one-on-one tonight. And then Alexis, like I just stated, she had some plans. So I think it's just me and you guys. Hey, Jaylene. So I'm going to tell you guys a couple things that happened with me this week. And then you tell me, what you want to talk about, okay? Hey, welcome. We have a new notary and we have our Facebook group here. Let me see. Can I click over to Facebook right quick and see if we have anybody over there so I can say, hey. Okay, not yet. Oh, yeah. Hey, Charla. Okay. So let's do this right quick. So let me go over a few things that happened with me. Hey, Gilletta. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Krishan. Hey, let me tell you guys a couple things that happened. So the first thing that happened is I'm sure you guys often hear me talk about the client that will try to hold you hostage, right? And they just want to talk, right? Well, what happens when that is you, the notary, right? So Jeff and I went to an appointment yesterday and we felt that the person was going to be like a talker, like we say, keep you hostage and you want to just chit chat, right? So the funny thing about it is when we got there, Alexis is joining us. Hold on. Hey, Alexis.
Hello.
How are you? Surprise.
Good. Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Yeah, you could introduce yourself. Then I had a couple of stories I was going to tell what happened to me this week.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. It's Alexis from Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. And happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday, everybody. So let me tell you the first one. I was saying. So I had a talker. Well, I thought she was a talker, right? So I get there. I'm telling Jeff, yes, late. We're not going to be doing a lot of talking. And we're going to get in and get out. It was a quick package. Shouldn't take but like 15, 20 minutes. And I get in there and she was the nicest person ever. So Jeff is tapping my thigh at the table. She there on one side, on my other side. He's tapping my thigh like, oh, no, you're not. So I have a tendency when I go to a signing and I'm super comfortable with somebody, I do it every single time. I will put my pen down and I kind of lean in like this. So I did that. Jeff was having a fit. He was like tapping me again under the table, right? So what made it so funny, because I had made this big old announcement. We're not standing there all day and talking. And then me and her started talking about hair and we started talking about everything. It was the funniest thing ever. You had to be there. Because again, I'm the main one talking about what we're not going to do. And I did exactly the same thing. And then it really was made it so funny is because Jeff was like, he said, I saw you when you did that. He always know when I get real comfortable with somebody and I just lean in like I'm at their house, like we're besties or whatever. And so that was one thing that happened. So how do you guys handle when either you want to talk too much or the client want to talk too much? How do you handle that? How do you handle, Alexis, when someone wants to just chat it up?
Well, one, depending on how everything's going, I might mention like, oh, I have an assignment after or something like that. Now, if it's me, I don't even know.
Do you do that sometimes? Just get extra comfortable?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. When you're a people person, you love people, you get wrapped up in, especially don't let them be teaching me something new. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or giving me some information I never heard before. Oh, I'm all in.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. Hey, Shirley, welcome.
Hello,
and I know we are going to mess up this name, but we are going to try Alhamdulillah. And let me know how far off I was. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate you being here, and it's our pleasure to share this information with you. So tonight I was just sharing a few things that happened to me this week while I was doing my notary business, guys, out there. Hey, Chinese. All right, so let's do the second one, guys. So I always say have a notary buddy, right? I wrote these down because I had 6 of them. So I always say have a notary buddy. So fortunately, I do have a notary buddy. I have a few people in different parts of the city that I might can call and say, hey, I know they have a printer. So I took a late night assignment. I had my last one was supposed to be at 7. The same company that I was already doing a job for actually reached out to me for another one. So I didn't get home last night till after 9. Okay. Sometimes you guys ask me what's the latest I work. That was one of those late nights. My last signing was at 8:30. So what made it convenient to have a notary buddy is because the job was 5 minutes from the other job. So I would have had to come home and print the documents or try to find a FedEx and pay I don't know how much. I've never done that before. All the years I've been doing, I've never went to FedEx to print. Not for myself. I have gone with another notary to UPS to print. And that night they charged her like $30 for 200 sheets. So he gave us a discount because we was really crying. I'll tell y'all the story another day. So anyway, I might tell you tonight if we have time, but anyway, that might be for another day. So anyway, I called my notary buddy and I said, hey, I need to print some loan docs. So I sent them the email and they printed the docs for me. They are signing agent also. So I felt comfortable sending the docs to them. I wouldn't just send it to anybody, but they are, NNA certified, whatever. And that's just a tip. So you don't say, well, I sent them to my cousin and my cousin printed the docs and then something happened to the people's social security number. You know what I'm saying? You have to be super cautious about who you trust with the customer's information. So I trust this person. So they did print the docs for me. I was able to go do my 8:30 and it was just such a lifesaver because again, I didn't have to come all the way home. And I've had that happen to me where another notary, my kind of mentor, he was stuck one day. He didn't have any ink. And he had to call me to print something for him. So that's why it's good to have somebody in the area, just kind of network with a little bit. Have you ever had that happen, Alexis, where you had to reach out to anybody? I know you helped me out of a situation one time when I messed up a document.
Yeah, I reach out more so if I can't do a job. Somebody calls me, I can't do a job. I always I have like maybe 4 or 5 people in my area that I always send assignments to or ask them, hey, are you busy today? So yeah, definitely my little network. I have to use them sometimes.
Cool. And our new lifesaver has been our Facebook group. If you have not already joined Notary Educators, we have been helping each other out like a lot. We've given out a lot of assignments. We are not a signing company, but if it's something that we cannot do or if we need a witness, the first thing we do now is go to the Facebook group. A lot of times the notaries in the group will say, well, just hold my number. But the reason why I just don't call you direct or Angela or Alexis just call you direct and we put it in the Facebook group because we'll call people and they'll say, oh, I'm going to be your witness. And then as soon as you call, they say, oh, I'm not available. I can't. Sorry. Give me next time. Well, that's not going to work. So we put it in the Facebook. That way we know if you respond, you are available. You are going to do it. So that's a lot of times why we don't just save your number and call you direct if you ever wonder that. And I've said that to a couple of you too. And we are so excited, guys, because our Facebook group is growing like crazy. We hit 600 tonight. And we've only started it 2 months ago. So if you have not joined, you're watching on the replay, Notary Educators, it is completely free. It is some amazing things happening over there. People are making it happen. A lot of times people want the receipts. Well, you read our Facebook group and you will see it is Notary Educators is our Facebook group. Yep. So just make sure you answer the last question. A lot of people don't. And that's just will you abide by the rules of the group, okay? And you guys can drop any questions you have in there while I keep telling y'all my stories, okay? So I got a couple more for you. So I had another assignment yesterday. I drove an hour, almost an hour, which was outside of my normal travel range, only because the person that asked me to come was a previous client. So did the person sign a document when I got out there? Did not sign. So her mom was paying for the travel or whatever. So I let the mother know, hey, the signing did not happen. It was a power of attorney. You guys know I say always be super cautious with those. The lady they felt could not make her own decisions. Well, guess what? She could read. She understood. No go. So it did not happen. So I still billed the mother the whole amount. Sometimes I might would have just done a travel fee, half of that, but I was there a whole hour while they were trying to see if she was going to sign. So I did charge the whole thing. I was trying to read the chat. You'll check the Facebook for me too, Alexis. Yeah, I did charge the whole travel fee. What is your process, Alexis, when you go to an assignment and they don't carry it out? Do you charge them, or how do you handle it?
Yeah, so I have not had that situation happen as of yet. But in that situation, how you just put it out, yeah, I would have charged them, because that's an hour there. I was waiting an hour, waiting around to see if you were going to sign. Then I had to drive home. Yeah, I would have probably charged the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. And mom paid it. So now they're calling me. Actually, they called tonight. I was at another appointment and they said she's ready to sign. They explained everything. So we'll see. A couple more tips with that one. Hey, Lachey and Shatina and Facebook and everybody on Facebook, welcome. If the client does not want to sign, guys, don't force them. Don't. If you can really feel like, I can tell yesterday she was not comfortable. So if they came back to me 6 months from now and asked me about that, I would remember that she was very uncomfortable, even if she had signed it. She did not sign it. I was glad she didn't. I really don't even want to get back involved. Sometimes when I had this kind of thing happen, I don't want to be the notary to call again. I even told the mother, I said, it might be better if you find someone closer. It might be cheaper for you, because I really don't even want to go back out there. I don't like to be in the middle of that kind of thing. If you got to coerce somebody and beg them, they just may not want to sign that document. Okay. So that was another thing that happened for me. I got a couple more for you. So I had an order yesterday, actually 2. The signing company put a price in there. The documents required a witness. So they act as though they did not want to pay for the witness. It was kind of like, well, you can be the witness, kind of fast talking me. Well, I already know in my state, I cannot be the witness and the notary on the same document. So I needed a witness. I was not going to pay the witness out of my money. I refused to. I was not. So if that ever happens to you, if it's happened to you, what have you done? And again, I, in this case, insisted that if we are going to go through with this, you will have to pay my witness. I'm not going to ask anybody to go with me and not pay them. And they're not going to do it anyway. That's your loan that needs to be closed, not mine, or not even the witnesses. We don't care. I mean, we want to help you get it accomplished, but that's not my loan. And it's darn sure not my witness's loan. So they don't care, so that's just not fair. So anyway, they push back. They usually will. And they end up paying. And both of them was late. One, it was at 7, one was 8:30. I said, if you want to try to see if she can get a witness, fine. If you want me to go ahead and take one with me, I will, but it'll be a fee. Have you had them ever push back on you, Alexis?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I'm just like you, especially if the amount is already kind of on the low side. I'm pushing back because I'm sorry, it's not worth my time total. But just like you said, they're going to push back. But if they want it done, they'll give it to you. And if not, they'll just have to send it back out. But usually they don't want to go through that hassle because it's, by that time, probably short notice.
Right. It already was short when they reached out to me, but yeah. I did it, so yeah, we're going to actually, you got to pay your witness. And again, they make plenty of money where they could afford to pay a witness $25 or $30, Yeah. So anyway, that was another thing that happened. I got 2 more for y'all. The last one was one of my clients. I called him. I said, hey, I'm going to be your notary. And you guys know one of my favorite questions is, do you have pets? So when I asked him, did he have pets? He said, kind of hem and hawed like that, right? And I said, You ain't got to do that for me, but 2 seconds. I said, if it's okay with you, I don't mind meeting at Panera. It's very notary friendly, or even McDonald's. He was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, we can meet right at Panera. So we went to Panera. But the thing about it was, when I changed the location with the client's permission, actually by his response, that let me know he didn't want me to come to the house. And sometimes people may not want you to come because they're a hoarder. Maybe he's moving. Maybe he does have animals everywhere and he doesn't want to put them up. Maybe they're aggressive. I don't know. But whatever it was, I was glad he told me what he kind of did what he did, right? So I said, oh, yeah, we can go to Panera. So we went to Panera, but when we moved the location, guess what else changed? Can somebody tell me in the chat what else changed? Excuse me. What else changed when we changed the location? Can somebody tell me what that's called on the notary certificate? Anybody? I'll give you a few seconds. What is it called when you change the location? Can somebody type it in the chat? Anybody? Going once? Travel charge. What? Yeah, county. What else? Do you guys know the official term of that on your notarial certificate? Yes.
Yes.
The venue. The county is the venue, correct. The venue is a location where we all are standing. And I like to say the venue is where everybody at, where the party at, me and the signer, right? So once we change to Panera, the venue change, which also means the county change. So the property, yes, thank you, Miss CC. Hey, DJS, hey. And Wanda, the venue change. So once we went to Panera, we were no longer in Rockdale County. We were now in DeKalb County. So I had to let the lender know also, because the property was located in the other county. So I always, when I change a venue, change the location, I let the signing company know that the venue has changed, okay? Did you guys know that you're supposed to do that when you're working with the signing company? Alexis, what's your process?
Exactly that. If I call the customer and we can't work something out and we do decide to meet up at a public place, exactly that. I'm calling like, hey, just to let you all know, this happened for this reason. Me and the customer are meeting at, I tell them the address, the place and everything like that.
And a couple other reasons why it's good to let them know is like Alexis just mentioned. Well, she didn't say it, but this is good. For security reasons. The signing company thinks you're at 123 Love Lane, but you've moved over to 456 Don't Go There Lane. See? So, yeah, you need to let people know where you are. It's not your signing where you get to control it like that, even though it's more convenient for me. If I change the time, yes, Doc DT, you notify them. If I change the time or location, I let them know. Why do I let them know even if I change the time? Because they may have been thinking it's going to be at 7 p.m. and now I've done it at 3 p.m. And I sent in my report at 3:30. They're like, what's going on here? So I always let them know and keep them in the loop as to what is going on, okay? And then we'll start answering a few questions and I'll come back to my last thing I was going to talk about. Did you see something in the chat? Let's see.
I did see something.
Let's start at
Debbie.
Frank says, oh, I think he's talking to somebody else.
Debbie at 743.
743. Okay, let me get Katrina right quick too. She says she checks her Facebook group. That way, her email too, several times a day. Always good stuff in there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they dropped some questions in there. I dropped questions in there. Somebody put in there this morning, I think it was Victor. He said, what are you most fearful of about being a notary? I thought that was an interesting question. So if you haven't read that thread or whatever they call it, I'm going to get hooked up on some Facebook terms, y'all, so I can be in the know. But yeah, he put that question in there and people they love that question. I put mine in there. You know what mine was. The only thing I'm afraid of is the dog. And once I clear that part of it, I can deal with anything else. Okay. So let's go on. So Debbie says, I want to build general notary work business through signing services because I'm still cautious of charging fees directly. Does your book give us samples of different general notary signings that we can? So there are no signing companies, Debbie, for general notary work. There are none. But occasionally a signing company will send you out general notary. So the signing companies basically deal with real estate documents. There are other assignments that come, but the majority of them are. So there's not one signing company for general notary work. The best way to get general notary work is building your own business. And that means getting your Google page set up and ready to go for calls. Okay. And does my book cover that? Yes, this book does. Both of them. This one is the orange one is for Georgia, and the gray one is for all other states. But there's a little piece in there. But I do have a surprise coming for you guys recently. I can't talk about it right now. Coming soon, rather. I'm really working on something, and it's going to really help you in your business. I'm so excited. I just cannot even wait to roll it out. So give me about another week, and we're going to talk about some things. But in the meantime, if you don't have the book, yes, it does cover that. And it's, if you don't want to even purchase that book right now, it's no problem. Check out my videos. I have a bunch of them on general notary work, what that looks like, going to the hospitals, nursing homes, jails, you name it, it's on my channel. I have over 200 videos, okay? And what else do we have? I didn't know we could take a witness to the T notary. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, you can take a witness with you. You sometimes, so that's even a good point. Alexis, you want to explain why it's so important to have a witness? I got a tickle in my throat, child. Hold on.
Yeah, some loan packages require a witness. And let's say, we call the client, we're like, hey, we see that the package needs a witness. And next thing you know, the client's like, let's say they're refinancing their home, they're doing a loan modification, something kind of personal. Just for confidentiality reasons and personal reasons, clients might not want to provide a witness. They might not want to provide their neighbor, their friend. They don't really want people in their business when it comes to finances, especially home ownership and stuff like that. It's very personal. So they might not want to provide a witness. And in that case, you being the great notary and signing agent that you are, you're going to have an option for the signing company and for the client so they can get the job done. And that's going to be your witness list. You're going to have a bunch of people that you can reach out to, that you can call up and say, hey, I have this job on this day. And you're going to have that list readily available. And like we said before, they will pay. You just have to talk it out with them. Some of them, it'll say the witness fee is included. Sometimes it will say that. And if it doesn't, then you can definitely, work it out with them and see if you can come to an agreement on if they'll pay your witness that fee or not. But yes, we can definitely take one.
True. So you do want to, part of a business owner, a great notary business owner, is having that witness list. That could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be your boyfriend, anybody 18 years or older. As you guys have seen recently, I've been using Cameron a lot. He's my nephew and he's 18. You do not have to be a notary. They don't have to be vetted because they're not actually working with the documents. So, but if you know someone has a criminal background, I'm not going to take them into someone's home. Okay. So if you know that. But other than that, there are no real requirements to serve as a witness. They're not. You just have to stand for that person because that signing is your signing. So you look like the pro notary that you are, right? If you have your own witness list. So like I said, in both cases yesterday, I needed to provide the witness. And it could have even cost me the job, because what if the client just didn't have anyone and I didn't have anyone? So now what they normally will do, those, how you get those alerts, they need a witness. So they might just send out an alert to signing company that they need a witness. But how much more better is it when I could offer the witness and say, hey, I got you covered. No worries. I got the witness. I got this. I got that. I'm there. And matter of fact, like I said, they gave me 2 back to back. So that's how you become the go-to notary, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So the next question is, and you don't have to let them know who your witness is. No. You do not have to let them know I'm taking my cousin, I'm taking my husband or whatever. Now they may see it when you send back the document, because some documents actually from the signing companies, that's a good point. They will ask you to print the name of the witnesses, right? So it might say print the name of witness number 1, print the name of witness number 2. So then you're going to print the name of the witness. And that's just in case they need to call them in the future. But normally, no. And one other pro tip I'm going to give y'all tonight about being a witness is, even if the line that the witness is signing doesn't say print their name underneath, or it doesn't say print their name, it just has a signature line, I'm going to have them print their name underneath, very small, underneath where they signed it. And that's for my rectors too, because if they ever present it back, I won't recognize the signature. So if it does not have a print name here, I have them print the name anyway. Do you guys do that? Let me know. I'm just curious. Wow, DJ S says she gets $60 for her son. Really? Wow. Somebody paid a $60 witness fee? That's pretty good. Yeah. Let me know about that one. So Wanda says, what do you see trending now in the real estate market since the refinance boom seems to be over now? So honestly, I have not had a refi offer, and I can't even tell you the last time. I cannot. Now, one of our students had a refi, and because we're in the state of Georgia, the refi needs to have an attorney handle it some kind of way, be a part of it. So she kept asking me and pushing back to me, hey, is this a refi or not? Because they didn't list the attorney. So I'm like, you need to call the company because I don't know. I don't know what your signing is about, you know? So anyway, she reaches back out to the company after she and I go back and forth for a minute. And sure enough, it did need an attorney. So instead of her looking like, I don't know what I'm doing, notary, she ended up looking like the pro notary because she knew for this state, you need to have an attorney. But the only thing that was the problem was she called me several times. I'm not the signing company. I didn't give you the order. So sometimes you think, okay, let me hit Kim up or let me hit Alexis up or let me hit Angela up. We didn't give you the order. So you might need to go back to 99.9%. You need to go back to the signing company. I can train you what to do, but each package is different. What they're asking from you is different. We do not have every single signing company's orders in this whole 50 states. We just don't. So long back to her though. So the notary ended up looking like the hero because when she called, she said that was an oversight. So to answer the question though, I have not had any, I have not had a refi. I can't even tell you the last time. So what I have been having, which I had last night, 2 sellers package.
I was just about to say that. That's all.
People are selling their properties, guys, like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like crazy. People are selling they're selling homes. They are getting these letters in the mail from like Open Door, Zillow, and all that. It's like, are you interested in selling your home? You get phone calls all day. Can we buy your house? Can we buy your house? People are, I know 2 of my friends that have sold because of that. One of them was like, I'm not selling my house. And the offer kept getting so good, they was like, I'm selling my house. So, yes, that's what's going on in the market right now, guys. So don't let somebody tell you that there is no place for you. Yes, the refis are down, right? But the selling is up. I've done more sellers packages this last month. Oh, I can't even tell you. And the sellers packages are smaller.
They are.
The ones I did 2 last night, 25 pages each. And matter of fact, the signing company, that's what he told me when he called me. It's only 25 pages. I was like, okay, that does not change what I'm asking for my price. And he said it twice. Yeah, it's only, he tried to be slick. Yeah, it's only 25 pages, you know, like he doing me a favor. I still got to print it. The gas is still high. And that's not what I'm doing for sellers packages these days. I know I'm not. I know the money is out there. You have it.
Yeah.
All that being said, yes, the market has changed. How many sellers packages have you done, Alexis? Or, you know, more or less?
Honestly, in 1 week, I can do like, what's this? What week we in? We in the second week?
No, we're in the 3rd week of June.
We're in the 3rd week. I say about 4 or 5 a week. Yeah. About 4 or 5 a week. And sometimes it can be, I know 1 week I had 6. And that's over here on where I'm at, on the west side of town. And these houses are going, when I say crazy over here, this area is kind of like up and coming. They have like a lot of construction going on. They're trying to build this area out. They have stuff sprouting up everywhere. So, yeah, this area over here has been hot lately.
Hey, Sharaya. Hey, Marianne. So we had a whole discussion about this, guys. Maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember now, but we did is the market dead or notary business dead, something like that. And a lot of YouTubers, I'm gonna talk about my YouTube people right quick for a second. It's called clickbait when you put something out there that is not completely true, right? That's what the title when you're a YouTuber, that's lingo. I do know YouTube talk. And YouTube talk is clickbait. So you put a video out, I'm quitting the business, and then you do like this, right? That's the picture. So, or the market is no. The market has changed. It has changed, but it's not dead. And right now, everybody is selling their home. Even like I just told you guys a few minutes ago, even if they wasn't trying to, they are selling their home. So, yep, the market has definitely changed. And there's still loan modifications. People are still having to get loan modifications done because they're not able to pay their bills for whatever reason. Some people have done the loan modification just because they want the extra cash. I've met a few people like that. They took the loan money, the modification, like the extra money that they'd be saving, and put it into a 401k or something, or buy a property. I've heard all kind of stories out there. So we don't get in their business as to what they're doing with their money, right? But of course they tell us. So it's interesting what's going on right now.
It is. It really is.
And I have done quite a few buyers packages too. Yeah. So
I've done a couple.
Yeah, I've done a few buyers packages. So believe me when I tell you guys, money is moving all day long. Now, where is it moving to? It may not be moving to me, or may not be moving to you, but people are moving money all day long.
Yeah.
All day long. People are buying, selling, refi, loan mod. Something's going on all day. Okay. What's next?
Chinese.
Oh, DJ S, you want to come up and tell your story? She said she want to tell a story. Let me put the link in there. You want to come up? Hold on. Let me put the link in there. And also, hold on, let's put this in here. Yeah, so don't get sucked in by us YouTubers. I'll put myself in the category too, but I try not to do clickbait. If I tell you something, it's because it can happen. I always talk about my one video where I say you can make $10,000 a month. I'm very transparent in the video. I don't make $10,000 a month. I don't. But I teach you how you can. I give you the numbers to back it up, if you're willing to do the work. So when I was first putting that video out, Jeffrey was like, Kim, that is clickbait. I said, no, it's not, because I could produce the receipts. So just be cautious, guys. There's still money being moved every day. Power of attorneys, wills, everything. So don't get sucked in. I'm gonna bring DJS up. Hey DJS, how are you?
Hello. Hi ladies, how you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Welcome.
I'm so happy
in those earrings.
Thank you.
What's going on tonight, girl? Let's hear this story.
Listen to this. So May 4th, I got a call around 10:30, right? Hey, I need a notary at 3:00. Sure, I can help you with that. What's your package? What you got? She told me everything, right? My parents need a power of attorney signed, and my dad needs a pension form. General notary work. I was like, okay, boom, here's my price, because it's my hometown, Uniondale, New York. I give them a set fee, long as you live in Uniondale. Boom.
Okay.
So an hour later, hey, can you come sooner? And I said, well, what's sooner? She said 1:45. I said yes to the 1:45 in the text, right? Yes. She calls me. She texts me back 10 minutes later. Did you confirm? I'm like, yes. 1:45. I will see you at 1:45. I guess she needed everything spelled out for her, right?
Right.
So I get there. 3 people signing now. Mother, daughter, and father. Father in the bed, sleep. Mind you, you asked me to come at 1:45. He in the bed, sleep. You upstairs taking a meeting for 20 minutes. I'm downstairs waiting for you 20 minutes at a discounted price in Uniondale. I was so angry.
Right,
but
right.
I didn't let it show. I was cool. Paperwork not filled out. Asked me, could I go into the room with the father? I said, no, he needs to come out. Come out. He's not sick. He's not, I've dealt with some sick people where I do go in and say, okay, and give them that special pen and they get to work and do what they got to do.
Right.
Why would you tell me to come at 1:45 and this man just laid down? Right? Did you think I was
Right.
gonna let you sign without? Oh, I see him. He can sign right here. No,
Right.
paperwork not signed. And then this is the kicker. Oh, well, could you fill this out for me?
Oh no, she didn't.
I said, ma'am, I am not authorized to give you any advice, fill out your forms or anything. I don't practice
Right.
law. I don't practice law. This needs to be done. Or I'm here just to verify signatures.
Exactly.
And I said, you want to be scheduled for tomorrow? And mind you, there's no pinch on the pension form. I would have had to attach a jurat or acknowledgement.
Okay.
And by that time, they had set me off to where I didn't even want to explain that to them. Because the lady, this don't look like it need notarized. Okay, so why are you still showing it to me then?
Right.
She wanted me to say, oh no, I just couldn't do it. So check it out. Last week, this heifer reviewed me on and gave me 1 star. Brought down my 5-star to 1 star. I searched my phone. I put the name in there, and boom, it came up. I told her, I said, oh, I remember you. You were the one that wasn't ready, documents not ready.
Right, you called her, DJ?
No, I put it on my review.
Oh, you replied back.
Yes, I replied, but you weren't ready. She needed witnesses for the power of attorney. Had no witnesses.
No.
And I read her so kindly and the best polite voice. I read her so well. Oh, she made me so mad.
So hold on, let's dissect it a little bit. Let's dissect it. So let's go back. That was crazy.
Yeah.
You did not fill out documents, as you stated. You wanted to be clean, be ready and completed. What should have been a 5-minute job sounded like it was an hour.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was upstairs for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Taking a meeting from her job. You know how people so smart, they stupid. I was so done with her. And then she texted me. She said, well, do they have to be non-family witnesses? She texted me. I said, they should be non-family. You can call your attorney. She got mad with me and said that I was rude.
So hold on, let's dissect it. Okay, so what were your screening questions like?
Yeah.
My screening questions were, what were the documents? She said, a power of attorney.
Okay.
And I asked her, do you need witnesses? She said, no, I don't need witnesses.
Hold on, right there. So when
I know you need witnesses.
Right. And I was going to say, when they tell me no, I always push back. That sounds just like this. I need you to look at the document, because they get an attitude when you ask questions. They do.
Mm-hmm.
This is my whole thing. I'm like, Mr. Smith, I need you to look at the paper and look at the back where you and I normally sign and tell me, does it say witness? 1 or 2? How many do you need? I don't need any. And they push back, and they have an attitude. Right? Mm-hmm. So, and I tell him, this will affect the signing. So I need you to check. I'm driving. I'm doing this. I can't stop. Call me when you can look at the paper, and you being a pro notary that you are, DJS, you knew that it needed witnesses.
Yes, okay? I knew it.
So they will play you. So in that case, in the future, lesson for yourself, you're going to look at the document before we get there.
Yeah, absolutely. You won't get me yet. What they say, fool me once. Yeah. You got that one for free $99. But I'm so upset that she took my ratings down. I can't.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that too, because I did have that happen. I was just like you. I was livid. And then when I got she left me a 1 star is because Alexis had to go fix this document for me. It was short story. It was 2 people on the sign. 2 people signed the document. I was a newer notary at the time, and I didn't realize that I need to put a stamp by her name and one by his name.
Right.
I'm very transparent. I talked about that in one of my very first YouTube videos. And anyway, Alexis fixed it for me. I got it fixed for you, and I understand she was upset. So she gave me a 1 star. So let me tell you what's going to happen with your 1 star. Don't stress, because what's going to happen is people continue to give you 5. It's just going to go away. It's just going to go away. So right now, it might have brought you down to like a 4.9 or...
Yeah,
don't worry. Don't worry. I've been there, done that. Don't worry. So what's gonna happen? Though, like I said, you get about another 2 or 3, maybe even 4, and it's gonna average out, and it won't even have existed.
Yes.
So in the future, I'm gonna give you one more tip, because they do make us so mad. So be cautious, because when we're that upset, what we put in print sounds a lot different probably than what we trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
So your other people will read how you responded. So you kind of got to let it roll off your back like a duck. And if you're going to go for her, then you want to make it sound, kind of clean it up. I'm sorry that you felt that way.
The dawn part. You know, I said, well, what about the accountability of your package not being prepared? How about that?
So you got that whole New York thing going, because I got my Detroit. I got to reel it in. So
I got that Brooklyn thing. That's the worst idea. That Brooklyn thing. But I'm in Long Island now, but honey, I was done with her.
So in the future, though, when you get ready to kind of go back off on her, because I had another guy, he left me 4 stars, right? It was so funny because he had an I-9. He had been to 4 other places, they couldn't do it, right? So I could do it. 4 other people couldn't do it, but when I could do it, and on short notice, he left me a 4-star, and guess what he said?
What?
Oh, she took me very fast, and she answered right away, but her prices were 20% higher than everyone else.
No.
Really?
Yeah, but everyone else wouldn't touch it.
And I put that in there. So when I worded it, because I was upset, I had to reel it. Come on. So I said, you had a specialty document that no one else was able to notarize for you. It was our pleasure to be able to service you. You see what I'm saying? I want you to know that nobody else could do that. And I want the other people to know you had something special. Nobody else can help you. So be cautious. This is not for you. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking for the audience. So be cautious, guys, though, when we respond, because our other clients are reading our reviews. And if they see that we're chatty, that we're kind of catty about it, we kind of, that may turn them off, where just kind of answer it in such a way like you did. What did the person do? Kind of clean it up. And then let it go, because guess what? Your other rating's going to outshine that anyway.
Yeah, and I also put in there, I'm rude because I was not able to advise you of legal stuff. No, that's not my. I was done with her, but
so after that, get it done at all? Did you get it done at all?
No, I didn't go back. I did not go back. She asked me to come back the next day. I was done with her.
Didn't I just say that? I just said that. Now this lady wanted me to come back again for the one I had the other day, and I don't even want to be bothered with that. I'm sorry.
One thing about time, I don't like to waste it. I respect everybody's time, and when you waste my time, it's like, wow, you don't respect me.
Let me tell you one more I had really quick when you said that. I had a long modification. I met this guy in the parking lot, and I told him we were very clear on he needed 2 witnesses. And I said, you need 2, da-da-da-da-da. And I told the whole 9, right? Oh, I got 2. So one was a friend. Next thing, his wife pull up, and I said,
she can't be.
We talked about this, right? So guess what? I told him he was livid. He didn't want to do business with me no more, and I didn't want to do business with him. I said, unfortunately, I have another appointment.
Yep.
I was not waiting 2 more seconds.
No.
And I'm like you. My time is very important. And when I make an appointment with somebody, because people think they're going to just roll up, or you're going to just do whatever. I had another lady one day. She took three different calls. She was like, I'll be there at 1. I'll be there at 1:30. Because sometimes I let people come to my house, right? So she thinks she can roll up when she wants to. I said, unfortunately, we'll have to reschedule.
Yep. They don't like that.
They think that you need them so bad. And I ain't going to lie. I need my money like everybody else. But
you froze.
Oh.
Yeah, she froze up. These people are terrible. A lady in the bank, I was supposed to do an pasta for the lady in the bank. She started talking bad about Obama. I said, ma'am, I will not be able to help you. Have a great day. I left her right where I found her. No, thank you. Sometimes that money is just not enough. You don't be disrespectful. And then you are a ethnic person too. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
people.
Do that. They have
when it comes to time, like you said, I had that situation happen to me before where I had to wait a lot longer than what I anticipated on. Something that was supposed to be very simple. And did we go off?
She probably restarting.
Okay, she's gonna come back. But yeah, I waited a lot longer than anticipated. And thankfully, I didn't have anything to do that day. It was a really chill day. But usually my days are jam-packed, seriously. So I don't know. And I would have been upset with you, just like you were. Yeah. And then you turn around and give me a 1 star. It's like,
but I let her know you were not ready. Your documents were not filled out. You wanted legal advice from me, which I could not provide because it's against. I don't practice law.
Right.
Have some accountability. You have a great day and you be well. Tell her just like so.
And that's it.
Yeah. But thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I feel better. I vented to my husband and my son, and it just wasn't enough. But now that I told you, I think I can let this go now.
Thank you for coming on and sharing. We appreciate
it. Take care. Bye.
Take
you guys
care.
are doing such a great job. You're doing such a great job. I love this place. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I had a situation. I had to end up getting on my hotspot. Thank you, DJS. Sorry, I'm glad you was able to keep it going, Alexis.
Yes.
I just froze up completely. Yeah, I hate that happened to her though. So let's get back to the chat. I'm glad she came and shared that. I'm so glad you guys didn't get disconnected.
Yeah, so me too. I thought we did.
It just kicked me out. Alexis, it just kicked me out.
Yeah, it just kicked you out.
Oh, okay, so I logged onto my hotspot. I think I might start doing that because every Friday night, maybe everybody in the area is on.
Yeah.
So okay, but that was a really interesting story there. Let's see what Tynese is saying. Will a document still be good? Is that the next one, 757?
Yes.
Will a document still be good if you forget to circle he, she, they on the document, but everything else is filled out? 99.9% of the time, yes, it's still okay. Because I do that all the time. Sometimes it's so little, I just forget. If I see it, though, I will try to circle it. But a lot of documents are getting away from that. With the gender and all that. So they're getting away from it. But yeah, if I see it, I will try to. But most of the time, they're not paying attention to anyway. Yeah, that's a good question. But if you see it, go ahead and try to answer it. What type of general notary work are you both doing lately? Oh, CC, I do everything. Yeah. It could be, now I'm not doing any school notes right now, mostly power of attorneys, a lot of buyer and seller packages from general work too. That doesn't just come from signing companies. People are selling their property in other states. The attorney will mail it to them here in Georgia, and then they call me or Alexis or Angela.
Yep.
So a little bit of everything. General notary does not go. I've got an I-9 appointment for tomorrow. She actually wanted it for tonight, but I had, this scheduled and another appointment. So the I-9 is an electronic I-9. If you guys do not know how to complete the I-9, you need to probably look into my course. They're still on sale until June 30th. Somebody asked me what I extended to July 1st. So I'm debating. I might extend it to the 1st. But after that, it cannot extend anymore, guys. It cannot. We've done it for over a month now. So the online courses, just in case you guys do not know, it's for the ink fingerprinting. It's for the I-9, how to complete that. And my phone doesn't ring for either of those products all day long, right? But I always say when you need to know how to do it, you need to know how to do it. You can't call me at 2 o'clock and your appointment is at 2:15 and say, Kim, teach me how to fingerprint. Now is the time to learn how to do ink fingerprinting. Now is the time to learn how to complete the I-9. That way, when your phone does ring, it'll pay for itself. The course is on sale for $24.50. Believe me when I tell you, the price is changing July 1st. Probably July 2nd now, because somebody asked me to hold on one more day. But also build your business, build your notary business, how to do it step by step. That course is on sale. And then how to notarize like a pro is our most popular course. If you really need to know how to notarize and you cannot afford or just don't like the 3-hour option of a live class, that I teach you one-on-one how to notarize documents. And in order to have a successful business, you must know how to notarize. It's non-negotiable. Don't start paying money for marketing or anything else and you do not know how to notarize. If you cannot, within the sound of my voice, notarize a piece of toilet paper, if you cannot notarize a piece of toilet paper, you probably need to be taking that Notarize Like a Pro or our live training, okay? Because you got to know how to notarize. You don't know what the phone call is going to be. So all the courses are still on sale, notaryeducatorsllc.com, okay? And I'll just tell you about the books right quick, and then we'll answer the rest of your questions. So for those of you who are in the state of Georgia, we have the Orange Book, Take You Step by Step How to Start Your Business. And then for all other states, the Gray Book, How to Start Your Notary Business, okay? So we have 2 books, all about Georgia. This is for everybody else, okay? And if you haven't seen it yet, the Specialty Notary Journal. So we had a question the other day in our Facebook group. What is this for? Like, well, they knew what it was for, but they wanted to write a regular general notary job in here. No, this is really for your specialty work. When you're doing the I-9, apostille, inspections, permit runner, anything that's not a notarial act, you're going to put it in here. It is spaces. It's a really nice journal. So you can put, like if it's an apostille, you put what country is going to, and then you put your additional notes down there. You have your client sign your journal. So this is for your apostille, I-9, all your specialty work, okay? Everything that we're talking about is over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. notaryeducatorsllc.com. So we have another question here. Was from Wanda. It says, have you done a will or have you done or will you do a Ron tutorial? I'm overwhelmed with what is out there and how to pick and choose what to do. Wanda, we are in Georgia, so we're not a Ron state. So I don't even have the ability to show you what it looks like. I'll give you a couple things. So I have 3 videos about Ron. You could watch. Excuse me, guys. I ate something. I had some Parmesan wings. They were so good, but I think the cheese is I have a little cheese allergy too. I got all kind of allergy. But I have about 3 videos on Ron, so you can check those out, and it'll give you a good idea into the Ron space. And then another option for you is Seattle. I can't think of her name right now. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right quick. She does all Ron. Her channel is all about Ron. Seattle. Side Hustle with Seattle. She's going to be your Ron guru, okay? So you can find out what's the best platform. So don't get caught up in the hype about, Ron. If that's not really for you just because everybody's talking about it, it may or may not be for you. Watch my videos because there's a lot of fees associated with it. Some people are making money with it like anything else, but just be super cautious because anytime everything is all the rage at first, it may not be you making the money. I'll just say that. Okay. And when Ron does come to Georgia, I'll be one of the first people probably trying to learn it and sign up for it, but it's not here yet. So I don't invest a lot of time. I can anyway, because it's not legal for me to do it here. If I could teach you guys about it, I definitely would. But I do have the 3 videos because I do know a lot about it. So check those out. Okay. Much success on that. Keep us posted in the Facebook group how you're doing. If you guys have not joined the Facebook group, again, feel free. It's no charge. Let's answer a few more questions before we get out of here. Audrey says, hello, I want to know what to charge for doing a different notary job. How you want to talk about? That was the last thing I was going to talk about, actually, pricing. You want to talk about it a little bit, Alexis? How do you come up with your price?
Yeah, so pricing is kind of complex, but I'll give you like a basis of how I came up with my pricing. So first things first is if you're doing mobile or if you're letting people come to your home. So let's just say for mobile, we'll stick with mobile. So for mobile, I have a base fee. How much am I leaving my house for? And that's more so 5 minutes up the street. That's not that far at all. It only takes me a couple minutes to get there. What would that look like? So let's say your base fee is $35. And literally, I mean, that's anybody within your little area, right? So that's my base fee. That's what I'm leaving my house for. So then I start adding on different situations, different scenarios that might come through. Does it require a witness? How long am I about to be there? How long am I about to be away from being able to get other clients, getting other phone calls? Any small detail, how many signers, all of that takes into play. And then the last thing, if it's not close to your house, how far do I have to go? Am I going 45 minutes, 35 minutes? So that's kind of a personal thing, but that's kind of what you could think about when you start thinking about the money. Also, if you're doing nursing homes, if you're doing hospitals, if you're anything you have to kind of navigate. I've done a couple hospital signings and a bunch of nursing home, but hospital more so is the kind of crazy part. I'm driving downtown. I'm driving, even if it's a local hospital, I'm still having to park. It costs to park. I'm having to go inside, navigate the hospital, especially if I'm not familiar with the hospital. I'm having, it's taking me about 10 minutes just to get inside. Mm-hmm. Then I'm waiting on, with COVID going on, I have to wait. The couple times I went, I had to wait for someone to bring the patient out, whether that be a nurse.
Yeah, you gotta wait for that.
Yeah. So it's a process, because they have to get them ready to get out the room, depending on their situations. So your time, your travel, that's all things you want to take into play. And you can start adding it up from there. Of course, you don't have an astronomical number. Like, it depends, but you don't want to have a crazy number that people are going to continue to tell you, no, that's too much. But on the flip side of that, you want your value. You want the money for what your value at. If I'm driving an hour downtown in traffic, I'm have to be there with you for 30 minutes. I'm have to drive an hour back. You know what I mean? It's a power of attorney. We need 2 witnesses. We got to find 2 witnesses. We're at a hospital, so forth and so forth. That might be $150 to $200. And usually the family knows, if somebody's coming to you to perform a service that you really need, and power of attorneys and stuff like that are really valuable in those situations, they're going to pay it. So that's kind of how, but I'm not going to charge you $400 or $500. And that's just me personally. I live in Atlanta. You might live in New York or something where it's a lot more to navigate. But I mean, I'm not going to charge you something crazy now, but I'm not going to charge you $50, $65, $75 for a job.
So you just said something too. You might have, if you live in New York, New Jersey, you might have tolls. So right. You got to look at all that. Do you have to pay for parking at the facility? So what I always tell people is, now is the time to have a minimum. What will you not leave your house for? So for me, my minimum is 40. It's going up to 50, I think, because gas is going up. I think I might change that to 50. Right now, for me to leave my house, I'm not leaving under $40. That's just it. I'm not. So does that mean, like the other day I had a lady, she called me at 7:00 at night and I was going to go to her for $45. She had 1 document. She was
Uh-oh. We lost Kimmi again. But yeah, so if those different factors take into play when you're talking about what am I going to charge someone. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I got a really bad connection on this Friday night. I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, she didn't want to pay it. And it's okay. She wasn't my client because I wasn't going to back down. So that was the last thing I was going to talk about too, is pricing. Alexis, are you frozen or is it me?
No, I don't think I'm frozen.
Okay, on my screen. Y'all can hear you, but on my screen you look frozen. Oh. But that's okay. So anyway, yeah, so pricing is always a question that's in Facebook every day, all day long. Every day, all day long. So bottom line, have your minimum that you're not leaving your house for. You already first start with your state. That's the first thing. You always start with your state. What does your state say you can charge? So if your state says you can only charge $10, that's it. Now there might be a workaround, convenience fee, hospital fee, something else you can call it. Because I was talking with a student the other day and we thought she could only charge one thing, but there was a little caveat, a little loophole in her law that says you can charge reasonable expenses. Mm-hmm. So then now we get into the hospital fee. Now we get into nursing home fee. Now we get into that. So we are working on some things about that general notary for you because that's what we're doing a lot of. Most people are, and I want you to do it effectively. So be patient. Let's answer a few more questions here, and then we're going to get ready to head out. Let's see. Make sure we try to get everybody's question, though. So that was about New York. Anthony says, sorry for being late. No problem. Sorry about the technical problems we have. Are you still with me, Alexis?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're froze on my screen, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Have you changed from Monday to Fridays permanently? Oh no, Debbie. No, we're just hanging out. Nope, it's every Monday. Nope, every Monday. This was just an extra because as I stated in the beginning, I did not put out a video this week. And I usually try to put out at least one video and then do one live every week. So I didn't get to put out a video. So I said, let's just hop on and see what the people are doing. And we love talking to you guys anyway, so it's fine. Oh, Wanda, you're so welcome. Like Claudia says, hey, ladies, so I was wondering what to do with the will after everything is signed and the client wants to file it at the courts. They have to do that.
Yeah.
We don't file documents. Now, I don't know if you can offer that as a courier service and they let you take it in and file it, but I don't get into all that. I literally go sign it. That's it. They have to take it to the court. So you might be able to offer that in Texas. I don't know. I might even be able to offer it here. I don't know who they let file. I've never even, people ask me that all day long. Where do I take it? I know where they take it. I tell them to take it to the court. But I don't do it. I don't do all that extra because I'm going to charge them enough for the will where I don't even want the extra to go do the curry. To go downtown to no courthouse and all that. Not for me. Now, if you can add it and don't mind it, go for it. That's a good question. I will find out about that because it might be a service we can offer. And my only other thing about that is I would want to I don't want the liability if something is not filed correctly for me. That's why I try not to get in their documents too much. I don't want to know what the document is about. Even the one I had yesterday that she did not sign, when she got to the paragraph and she said, oh no, I don't think this is right. She looked at me. I said, ma'am, I don't even read your document. Because that's not my business. I'm here to identify you and make sure everything is okay. That you are who you say you are. What is it? What's your thoughts on that, Alexis?
I can't even. Oh, you froze for a second, but I'm with you. I don't get involved. I don't get involved. I'm very much so. I'm like just like you. I'm like, hey, I didn't even read it. I don't know. Sorry. But when it comes to like courier and stuff like that, yeah, I would just stay out of it, Unless it's my iPod still work. I'm not doing nothing else.
All right. Audrey, you are so welcome. Sheree, new projects are coming, girl. We got y'all covered from A to Z in a few. Give us another, hopefully, week or two. And Notary Educators are going to have you covered from A to Z for real.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know how we do it. We keep it simple, uncomplicated, no fluff. And you're going to know how to do what you need to do out there in these notary streets. All right, let's see. Let's answer a few more questions. So we got Claudia. Do you ever explain the cost of the stamp and your time to stay legally correct? Explain it to who, Claudia? As long as you and the client are in agreement, if that's what you mean. I don't explain that to the client that I could charge you this, I could charge you that. My fee is my fee. I have had a few people that know the law. They say you can only charge $2. What is this? Well, that's $2 per stamp, which I'm not even charging you. It's completely free. That's my business model. That's not everybody's business model. So I don't charge them. My state say I can charge $2. I don't even charge that. All I'm charging you for is a travel fee or a convenience fee. That's it. So now what? Do you still want me to stamp it or you want to go to your bank, UPS or FedEx? Okay. And FedEx don't even notarizing no more. So
just to piggyback off of that too, because I wanted to say this earlier.
Yes.
When it comes to your pricing, when people call you and they're like, oh, I didn't know notarization. Let's say you tell them $50. I don't know. I didn't know notarizations cost that much. Always, because a lot of people have maybe done, got notarizations done in the past. Maybe they went to UPS, whomever, right? Just let them know and remind them what you're doing differently and how this is more of a luxury service. That I'm coming to you. I'm coming into your home. Let's say their mom's sick. I'm coming into your home, to your mom's bedside. You know what I mean? So
you gotta get specific.
You gotta get specific. Some people will. I had a lot of people say,
"You said I'm coming to the bedside."
Yeah, I had a lot of people like, well, I didn't know notarization cost that much, something like that. And you just have to kind of remind people or guide them as to why I'm charging this much. And once you break it down, usually they're like, oh, okay, come on then. Because some people don't want to leave the house. They might have kids or, they might just not want to leave the house. So they'll pay that extra fee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. So let's answer these last couple of questions. So TL Signings asks, what happened when I had to have you fix the notarization for me? So Alexis identified the father and did that part of it. I had already identified both of them, and I just didn't put a stamp next to his name. So she went ahead and did it on her end and put a stamp next to his name. So you can have two different notaries on one document. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother story, but that's called, it wasn't a split signing from a signing company, but still was split because one person was here, one person was there. So you can have more than one notary on a document. Okay. And then Monica, we're going to hit these last couple ones. Monica says, hey, from New Jersey. Hey, how do you handle pricing when a client has documents such as a trust, 4 wills, and 4 POAs? I just started saying cha-ching, cha-ching.
Really?
So you need to find out what your state says first, but I'm charging for a trust package. So now they got all these 4 major documents wrapped up into the trust. You got the will, power of attorney, financial, and medical normally. Those are 4 major players, the big documents. They're all equal money. So they got all 4 wrapped up in there. So now I'm charging a chunk for all 4, a chunk for the other package. So that looks to me like you had one for each person, maybe. That's probably, I don't know what New Jersey, but for me, that probably would have been a probably almost $200 job, $250. Yeah. At least probably more. See, that's the thing. We don't like quoting because I'm in Georgia, so you can get more money than I can in Jersey or New York. That might be $200 each for you. Right. So you just you have to know your market. And I cannot tell you, Alexis or Angela, I'm so sorry, but for trust packages, just bet and know that that's something the attorney normally has something to do with. So he's getting paid, you need to get paid. That's not a $2 job. It's not a $10 job. It ain't a $50 job.
Not a $100 job.
It's a big job. That sounds like a money right there. Yeah. So guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us on Friday night through all the technical difficulties. We are so sorry. But we will see you guys again soon. Join us on Facebook if you have not. It's completely free. Notary Educators. Anything you want to say, Alexis, before we head out?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all for joining, even on Friday, our little impromptu. Thank you all. And we have a lot of good things coming. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share everything with you all. And I hope the week has been good, and we will see you all on Monday.
Yes. Let me just hit one more point for Claudia before she leaves too. So Claudia was saying that I did understand her question correctly. So when you do your pricing on your receipt, you want to itemize it though, just to make sure you're covered with your state in case they do want to complain. The trip fee, the per stamp fee, the convenience fee if you have to. So in my case, I wrap everything I do up in, it's called the travel fee. Now your state, you might have to do the travel fee, convenience fee, and then the stamp fee. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to play with what your state says. But in my state, I give my stamps away for free. Anything else I want to charge, I call it my travel fee. As long as they're in agreement, we're good. And I itemize it on my ticket. I put down, like if I have a witness, I charge them $200, right? Just for whatever, like that trust packages, that was $200. So I had 2 witnesses and my witness fee would be $50. My travel fee would have been $150. That covers everything. All right, guys, that's all. We are out. We thank you guys so much for everything and supporting us at Notary Educators. As we support you, you support us. It's just one big circle.
Yeah.
Bye. Happy Friday.
See you all.
See y'all later. See you Monday.